ground beef cooked up in a tomato sauce topped with some sour cream. So for this recipe, you are going to need some ground beef, some tomato sauce or tomato puree, and some sour cream. Now for this recipe, I'm just using some store-bought tomato sauce / pasta sauce. This is an olive flavored one. You can use whatever is available at your local supermarket. Now store-bought sauces normally do have some added sugar, and the one that I'm using is about 4 net carbs per 100 grams, which is absolutely fine for me. However, you can make your own sauce or puree at home if you like. It's completely up to you. Now to cook my beef, I'm going to get my frying pan on the stove and I'm going to heat up some avocado oil. Now as always, you can use any keto approved cooking fat of your choice. Once that oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add in my ground beef. And I'm going to make sure that I mix it and spread it around the pan. You want to make sure that you break up the meat. You don't want big lumps of meat. Now I'm going to season the beef with some salt and some black pepper. Now since this is a 3-ingredient recipe, I'm just using salt and pepper, but you feel free to use anything that you have in your pantry like paprika or cayenne pepper, maybe some cumin, maybe some dried herbs. It's completely up to you. Anyway, you just want to cook that meat, and that meat is going to release a lot of water now. You want to cook out all that water. We want to cook out that water and dry up the meat so that it starts to caramelize and get some color. Now normally when it comes to ground beef, I recommend you get 80-20, which is 80% lean meat and 20% fat. However, you can use whatever beef is available in your supermarket. In fact, I am using lean beef, so mine is probably 95% lean meat and only 5% fat, because that is what was available. Anyway, cook that beef till the liquid has all dried off, and at that point you want to add in your tomato sauce or your pasta sauce or whatever you're calling that sauce. In fact, you could just puree some plain tomatoes and put it in as well. Anyway, give it all a good mix, and now you don't really need to cook this for very long because the sauce is already pre-cooked. Obviously, if you're using fresh tomatoes or a fresh puree, you might need to cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes at least. And if you feel like the tomato sauce is not enough, you can add a little bit more. And if you'd like your beef and tomato sauce to be more soupy or more liquid, you can add some water, or you can cook it off even further to dry it out a bit more. Anyway, I just gave that one final good mix, and I think my beef and tomato sauce was ready, so I just took it off the heat. Then all you gotta do is serve yourself a nice bowl full of that delicious beef in tomato sauce. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the final step, which is to top it off with some sour cream, cause you know, it just tastes so good. Anyway folks, our beef and tomato sauce with sour cream is ready, and it looks so good. And of course, before you eat it, do not forget to mix that cream into the ground beef so that you get creaminess in every bite. Oh yeah, that looks so good. Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and as always, you will find a link to the written recipe with macros in the video description box just below this video. And if you enjoyed the recipe, please do smash that like button, subscribe to Headbangers Kitchen for more awesome keto recipes, and hit the bell icon so you get a notification when I upload a new video. Anyway, that's enough jibber jabber. Till the next episode, cheers and keep cooking. Hey folks, click here to watch another keto recipe, or click here and listen to some of my music, or watch some of my non-keto food content right here.